My name is Ignacio Goya, and I am the director of the Center for Community Change at the seminary at Andrews University. And we want to share with you today what Christ's method alone looks like when it becomes alive in the life of pastors. You see, here at the center, we are mentoring pastors to make Christ's method alone the center of their ministry and the center of the life of churches into the communities. In the small town, in the big urban setting, wherever God calls us to be, we want to share His love through Christ's method alone. So let's listen a little bit of how all of this happened to start.
In 2022, we undertook a survey of all North American Seventh-day Adventist pastors. We sent out a detailed survey. Not all responded, but 750 did. What was the greatest problem they highlighted? It was the disengagement of their churches from their wider community. Many pastors felt that their churches had minimal contact, minimal interaction with their surrounding communities. And related to this, 54% believe that mentoring was needed for serving pastors, whether urban or rural. 52% reported a need for practicum time in community service during their academic years. 45% highlighted a need for community engagement courses. And in response to this feedback, we established the Center for Community Change. We were initially funded by a generous grant from Lilly Endowment. The purpose of the center is to provide mentoring, the mentoring that pastors highlighted that they need. To provide mentoring in community engagement. We take cohorts and we provide them with experience in community engagement projects. We teach them how to identify needs in the community, how to establish projects, to identify and secure resources necessary for those projects, and then finally, how to measure impact. So that's what we do at the Center for Community Change. At its core, its basic mission is to help churches re-engage with their communities.
Thank you, Dr. Vine. Vadim Demantiev, an Associate Director at the Center for Community Change, have been privileged to work on the triune model of ministry that is designed to educate, equip, and empower pastors, congregations, and communities. This process is based on a principle outlined by Ellen White and known as Christ's method alone. It's crucial to note that the center tailors a customized development plan for each of the three entities within the triune model, following the trajectory of Christ's method alone principle. We have developed a robust evaluation and assessment program which allows us to address specific needs, individual communities in a specific context. Ultimately, the process aims for all participants to witness and extend invitations for others to embark on a transformative journey. The Center views Christ's method alone principle as reflective of Christ's incarnational ministry, meeting people where they're at, attending to their needs, and guiding them toward becoming fishers of humans. Through robust educational resources and mentoring assistance, the Center supports pastors and churches in effectively implementing transformative growth within the triune ministry model.
Hello friends, I am Claval Hunter, the Associate Director for the Andrews University Center for Community Change. The church's mission thrives when driven by genuine compassion. In Matthew chapter 9, verse 35 and 36, Jesus teaches us that trust and community are built on empathy. When we meet people where they are, showing them love and care, they are more likely to trust us. Jesus did not just preach, He walked the walk, offering love, healing, and guidance. Today, the church is called to do the same. It's about stepping outside our walls into the heart of the community and building authentic relationships. People want to be loved, treated with dignity, and respected. When they see the church embodying these values, they begin to trust and transformation happens. Join us as we live out the love of Christ. Let's be the church that shows people how much we care, both spiritually and practically.
Now, let's hear and watch some of the testimonies and stories of some ones that have lived in Christ method alone and experienced this transformation. So let's listen these transformational stories.
My name is Stephen Farr, and I am the pastor of the Pendleton and Pilot Rock Seventh-day Adventist churches in Oregon. In order to be successful with church revitalization, I was needing to learn to come to a place where it was okay if people didn't like me, if I was doing what God's will was, if I was focusing on serving God and empowering other people to be doing what God has called them to do. I've learned how to empower other people to do what God has called them to do so that I can do what God has called me to do, and to do it all from a place of having that peace, that I'm not trying to impress anyone in the universe. I'm not trying to earn the favor of my Father, but instead, I'm just trying to live for Jesus and empower other people to do the same.
Why do you think pastors should be more engaged in their community?
I think one of the challenges we face from just my background is that we assign pastors to churches. Pastors really should be assigned to the needs of a civic region, whether it's a county, a state, a parish, whatever that is. But in my context, we're pastoring Chicago. And because we're pastoring Chicago, Chicago is responding. I think if we only preach to the members, then that's who God will send always, week after week. But if we preach to the city and we serve the community, that's who God will send. If you aim for the city, you'll reach the members. So if you aim for the members, you miss the city.
What a great testimonies, right? Well, I'm glad that we were able to share these stories for now, but we're looking forward to keep living together, Christ method alone. God bless you.